folks. It's Brian here. I hope you can hear me okay. I am tasked with going to pick up my son from his activity, and I need to do that in about 40 minutes. So I have about 40 minutes to kill, and I thought I would bring you on a little cruise with me. Just nowhere in particular. I'm using the Insta360 camera, the X5 I think it's called, and I'm riding on my Honda, a 1987 Honda GB250, which is on its last leg, burning oil like crazy, running really erratically, and in desperate need of a major overhaul. But I'm just hoping that it holds on for a week, or excuse me, like another year. I just need to hang on for one more year. I am cruising down to Montesando. With this 360 camera, you can actually move it whichever way you like. If you put your mouse on the screen or you put your thumb on the screen and scroll around, you can point the camera to any direction you want. So I don't know what you're seeing right now, but here I am. Hello. And yeah. So Montesando is like the Champs-Élysées, the famous French boulevard. It's the sort of Champs-Élysées of Tokyo. Apple Store is over to my right, and Gucci is over at Bulgari, Armani, Boss, Hugo Boss. This is the kind of like very posh part of town, and it's the road that leads up to the Meiji Jingu, the biggest, most important shrine in Tokyo. And yeah, I'll just take you on a little loop. It's got hot again today. Oh, unfortunately, I have to say I can't hear your comments. There's Louis Vuitton, and that's some Montesando Hills over on the right side. Hermes, Rimawa, and where should we go? This is kind of a nice little street. We have time to kind of zip all around Shibuya. I mean, it'll be a little, I will be obnoxious to the people who are shopping right now, but I'll try to cruise through quietly and mindfully. But we can go down Cat Street. Cat Street is the famous, super cool street where there's lots of like little back alleys, and it's actually where I came today to come see a photo exhibition at the Leica Gallery. Uemura, I think that's like a cosmetics shop, don't quote me on it. And this is Cat Street, and it's mostly pedestrians only, but we'll just cruise down this way. It's not like a touristy kind of place. Ooh, what are they doing here? Something new's going in. Here comes a car coming the other way. Oh, there's great pizza. Pizza slices right there. Oh man, I could really go for a slice. I'm on a little bit of a diet right now, so no slice for me. I'm not sure about this circle symbol, but this is where I met Patti Smith. I met Patti Smith not that long ago, and this is around where I met her. Oh, there's the Ray-Ban shop. I actually went to the Oakley shop today because I just happened to be walking past it. And I said, hey, do you have those new Meta glasses? And they said, those are only for the global market. I said, is Tokyo not part of the global market? And they said, no, it's not. Isn't Tokyo in the globe? And they said, no, Tokyo's on Mars. So for whatever reason, we can't get those medical. Well, you can buy them on Amazon, but apparently for whatever reason, they're not carrying them in the shops. I don't exactly know. It must be some kind of licensing situation. So this is Cat Street. Oh, we can turn. Let's go this way. We'll do a loop-de-loop. I think we have time. So this is Meiji Dori that we're gonna get ready to pull onto. And Meiji Dori is another kind of famous thoroughfare that goes through the city. Here's Vicente. I think that's the French like winter brand, like the Patagonia of France. And over here is Royal Flash. I assume that's a famous Japanese brand. There's Royal Flashes around Japan. I quite like the name of that brand, Royal Flash. It's a great name for a brand. And the Lomography store was right around here, and there's a bunch of record stores around here, and right over there goes the Yamanote line, and right behind the Yamanote line is where Coke Oil Music Market is, and yeah, this is like the heart of Shibuya. There's lots going on around here. There's a really interesting building that's over here on the right that I really like. It used to be called the Audi building, but now I think it's called something else. There's some hot Maserati. And yeah, this area is called Omotesando. It's kind of the Omotesando neighborhood. This building is really spectacular. I want to show you. I think, yeah, I'm going to stop right here in front of it. I don't know what's going on with it anymore. Audi is not here. But just look at this thing. Hold on, let me just be careful here. This thing is a really cool glass. Has this really wild shape, and it's kind of got an hourglass silhouette, this giant glass facade that is part of the structure of the building. It's very, very, very cool. I only know it as the Audi building. The WeWork was here for a little while, and I don't know who's here now. Palantir, but I don't know what Palantir is. And this is the main intersection of Omotesando and Meiji Dori. And yeah, I might even come back this way because I gotta go back the other direction to pick up my son. But we can zip through a little bit. I hope you can, I hope if you're watching this on the live stream or on the rewatch later, you can smash the like button. I think this 360 camera tends to work much better in well-lit places, but it's fun to just throw it on here at nighttime and to give you a vibe of late night Tokyo city vibe, city streets. So this is a really big popular intersection. There is Vivienne Westwood and some other major brands, Calvin Klein. We're coming into Harajuku, the ABC store, the Fender shop, a little bit more affordable brands for young people. And Takeshi Midori, the famous street in Harajuku, is just down this way to the left. That's where there's lots of subculture and crepe shops and all kinds of interesting stuff. And over here on the right is Bathing Ape and Beams. Beams is like a Tokyo institution that has, it's a select shop. Select shop, I almost want to say is like kind of a Japanese phenomenon. It's the shop that has carries many different brands. It's kind of a curated men's shop. It's kind of actually what Abercrombie and Fitch used to be. Abercrombie came up, it stopped being a select shop at one point, but yeah, there were some record stores down this back alley, but I'm pretty sure it's a one-way, so I won't go that way. Let's go pick up my son. So Nigo, part of the Tokyo Toilet Project, there is a toilet. Let's see if I can point to it. One of the public toilets of the Tokyo Toilet Project is over there, and it's designed by a famous Japanese designer named Nigo. And Nigo is the sort of genius behind Bathing Ape, which also, I almost want to say Supreme too. And if not Supreme, then I think Bathing Ape was like, inspired Supreme. There's Otani-san from the Dodgers. I don't know what all these brands are, but they have these very, big loyalty brands. And Harajuku and Omotesando is the place where in the 80s and 90s, people really came to flex their fashion credentials. And they just talk about how, I don't know, when we were kids, we saved up for a car, or we saved up for, a bicycle or a motorcycle, or I don't know what we saved up for, but a crazy stereo or a computer. But maybe in Tokyo they saved up for, a signature piece from Dior or Westwood or one of these bespoke brands in the back alleys. And where a jacket costs $1,000 or $800 and a pair of shoes is the same. And it was the hodgepodging of these various brands that you might have allegiance to that gave you some kind of fashion creds. Kind of an expensive game, but if that's your jam. Oh, that's Pop Mart. That's where all those Labubus are. I'm not sure if you saw that. There's a mile-long line at the Labubu store. I have a feeling they are, all the people who are waiting in line are tourists. Just a hunch. So yeah, I'm just going the opposite direction I was before. But yeah, this is Meiji Dori. Some food delivery guys. I have record stores up here on the left and right. All kinds of cool stuff. Up here is the Sequence Hotel, kind of a nice hotel you might consider staying. And if you look over, you might be able to see, we're coming up on the Sequence Hotel is part of the Miyashita Park complex, which has a lot of big brands in it, like Balenciaga and Gucci and Louis Vuitton, but it also has Face Records, and it has a park on the rooftop, and it's kind of it's supposed to be something of a High Line. It's supposed to resemble the High Line in New York City. And you can see it goes over this part, it goes over this street, and it's where a train track used to be, and it's meant to go all the way to Meguro eventually in some 20 years or something. You can just see the back of Tower Records. If you look off in this direction, you can just barely see the yellow of Tower Records back there. And we're not going to go through the big Shibuya Scramble. If you look over here on the right side, you'll see the Oasis flagship store maybe. And it has a giant Gallagher Brothers, the Adidas flagship store, Adidas, and there are the Gallagher Brothers. They're going to be here, I think, in November. I can't turn right here, can I? Can I turn right here? Maybe I can. Oh, I can. Okay, cool. I didn't think I could. Let's squeeze in here. We might not get the light, but yeah, let's do that. I came over this way because my friend John Saipal, who very much inspired Tokyo Record Style. John Saipal, my photographer friend from Nebraska, who's been here as long as I have, he is having an exhibition, a joint exhibition with the late Elliot Erwitt, being put together, curated by Leica, which is why I'm wearing my Leica camera. I have my Leica camera around my neck. And that's an amazing honor. I'm very, very proud and happy for my friend John Saipal, because they basically put together a mini retrospective of Elliot Erwitt's works. And if you know Elliot Erwitt, you know what a genius he was. And I had the great opportunity to meet him on a couple of occasions. And he was just so funny, and he's hands down one of my sometimes my favorite photographer. I really love Irving Penn. I really love Dido. I really love Man Ray. I was just talking about Man Ray the other day. But Elliot Erwitt he trumps them all in a way. He's such a American photographer, I want to say. He was just such a mensch of a dude, an amalgamation of every sort of personality that you might come across in America. Serious, but playful, and funny, and charismatic, and an artist. And so Leica, for their 100th year anniversary, or I think the 100th anniversary of the Leica 1, they're one of their very first 35 millimeter camera, maybe the first 35 millimeter camera. They're put all around the world at all the various Leica galleries. They're putting together a special exhibition called like Conversations between basically the future and the past, or the present and the past. And my friend John, believe it or not, I mean, it's such a distinction to be asked by Leica to exhibit alongside Elliot Erwitt in a two-person exhibition. I mean, I'm just so proud of him, and he's worked so hard, and his photos are so good. He's so committed to his art. He's so obsessed in a way that I wish I envy his passion. So John's side project, besides taking like amazing reportage type editorial street snap photography, runs Tokyo Camera Style. And he very much, he invented this format. I'm gonna go, before you guys do it, this is not the right way to do it, but I'm just gonna do it. Oh, look at me. This is the big scramble. Lots of people are here to make their photos. There's the Mario Karts in front of me. And this is Dolgenzaka. This is kind of an entertainment area. I mean, it seems like everywhere in Tokyo is an entertainment area, but this is definitely one of them. And behind these buildings are lots of little cabaret type places where you can have somebody light your cigarettes and pour your whiskey, maybe pop into a love hotel. Somebody can give you a massage if you like. Yeah, a little red lighty, but a little harmless in the same sense. A little innocent. So, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop at this one. All right. So, Yeah, today was this weekend was a big weekend for me. Maybe I'll make another live stream after this. Maybe later tonight I'll do one, but maybe not. But this weekend was a big weekend for me. Listen to how high this bike is idling, and it has something to do with the carburetor needs to be overhauled. It's not. I can adjust the flow right now, but that doesn't actually help it. I can adjust. I don't know what the adjustment is. The carburetor adjustment lever, but I don't exactly know what it does. If it opens and closes both the air and fuel or what, but I have too much, it's sucking for air, I think. I need a new air filter probably. And also my choke cable is broken, and I don't know if my choke is like constantly on all the time right now. It might very well be, but if I leave the choke on for a long time, if I leave the choke on after I've used it for its purpose, the bike starts to run like shit, and it's running fine at the moment. Okay, let's do this. Well, let's go this way. Why not? Let's go this way. So now we're on Yamate Dori, kind of, or some extension of Yamate Dori. And this is Daikanyama. There goes a Ferrari, and it is a very posh part of Tokyo. These are like wedding establishments. This is the Malaysian embassy on my left. Here's a Porsche 964. Wow, beautiful black. And over here is La Boheme. That's our Monsoon Cafe, rather. Same group, but it's a famous restaurant. Lots of galleries and kind of shishi shopping, uptowny kind of stuff. Not that I would never really spend any money here. But I work in this neighborhood. This is where I work, actually. Our office is right around here. And this is some school. I don't know what school this is, but oh, come on, don't do that. Man. All right, hold on. French restaurants and I don't know, some random like women's, you know. But over here on the left, we're gonna drive past the famous Aso Cafe on the right and Daikanyama Tea Site on the left. Daikanyama Tea Site is the best bookstore in all of Tokyo. Amazing, giant book complex. Oh, and look at those old, what are those? Those old MGs. Did you see those? Wow, those are beautiful. I think they're old MGs or maybe Alphas. I'm pretty sure they're MGs. There's another Royal Flash. The Danish embassy we're passing right now. All of these buildings, this entire street is basically, all the architecture on the street, including what you're seeing on the right here, is designed by Fumihiko Maki, I think is his name. Very famous architect. Pritzker, second Japanese Pritzker Prize winner. Henry's Burgers over there on the left. Also Unit. This is the famous Livehouse Unit over here on the left. You can't, there it is, right over there. B1 flat Unit. And here's Ebisu Jeans. That's a famous denim maker. And now we're, coming into Meguro. I feel a little blessed that I don't think I could navigate the city like a taxi driver, But I mean, I'm navigating all of this with no map or anything. This is all from memory. And when you get to drive and ride around the city on a motorcycle, it grants you the ability to know it really well and to know how the city's connected, which is really, really cool. I mean, I get lost all the time, but at the same time, it's just, you kind of got to use the force. When I very first arrived in Japan, I had the motorcycle, and it was the gateway to, learning the city. And basically the way that I came here was that I had a friend who said I could take over his life, essentially. He had a little apartment, he had a nice little motorcycle, exact same model as the one I'm riding right now. And every day, I barely had enough money for gas, but I would just ride a little bit further away from my house, learn a little bit more, and I kept basically expanding the circle little by little. And that's how I got to know the city. And, sometimes like go really far. Okay, wait, which one is it? Is it this one? There's one more. That way is to Waltz. Waltz is a really cool, Todoroki, that's where I want to go. Okay, I'll wait. So hope you're enjoying. I hope I'll let you know, remind you, I'm filming this on the Insta360 X5 camera. I think their latest 360 camera. It's a really cool accessory, it's a really cool sort of specialty camera to add to my arsenal of storytelling tools. And I'm also using the DJI Mic 2 connected to it with a little accessory that they offer. And I think the audio should be coming in fairly good, fairly well. And yeah, you can actually choose your own perspective from the live stream. You can, and actually from the playback too, you can completely choose the own view that you want. So just by moving your mouse around the screen and dragging, or your thumb, if you're on a handheld device, you can change the perspective and see all around you. And there's probably a better option that I should know about how to use that can kind of, I don't know, keep the camera forward. But there's basically two shooting modes for this live stream, and one of them is like where I choose the camera angle, and the other one is you choose the camera angle. So I leave it on the one that is the you choose the camera angle, because the feedback I've been getting is that people kind of enjoy pointing the camera to whichever way they like. I'm just rambling here, just having fun. This is Sukiya Gyudon Curry. This is like a beef bowl restaurant over on the right. It's kind of like a junk food, but it's less junky than a McDonald's. And they famously, this one over here is Royal Host. It's kind of like a Denny's. But well, Sukiya famously had a scandal about a year ago where in some very far away branch, I want to say like in a prefecture quite far away, not in Tokyo, somebody found a dead rat in their beef bowl, and it made the front page, and it was quite controversial, and the store had to close down for 4 days. I think they as penance for their crime, they shut the 4 stores down, or excuse me, they shut all the stores down for 4 days so that they could do some cleanliness training for their staff. And I'm sure it cost them $1 gajillion. or yen. But I don't think it really did much to hurt the brand. But it makes you wonder. I was thinking about that about Volkswagen. Volkswagen had a terrible controversy, 10, 15 years ago now, where they were sort of fudging the environmental numbers or something like this. It was a worldwide scandal. And they were saying that they were polluting less than they were, and they had to pay an exorbitant amount of money, but they seem to be doing fine. I don't know. Did they do they need to come back? Do they need to worry about going away and never coming back? Do these controversies in the end, do they work well for the company? Oh, come on, baby. She's just is not running that great. This is deep into Setagaya. Oh, maybe this is the city of Megadoku. I'm not really actually sure where I am. I don't really come this way very often, but this is where my son's, just this week he's doing a special dance situation, and this is where it is. There's Volkswagen, come to think of it. Speak of the devil. So I have 10 more minutes to stream before I'm going to pick him up, and then I'm going to let this go. But there's BYD, Build Your Dreams. That's the Chinese Tesla. Starting to see more and more of them all around. Pretty good design. I don't know how they compare to the Teslas, but I see them out there. It's interesting to see like a whole new. I remember like when Korea's Kia came out, and I remember that being kind of like a big deal. I remember being like, whoa, there's a Korean car maker now. Hyundai, maybe. First it was Hyundai, man. Maybe they're the same companies, I don't even know. But yeah, this seems to be like, this is just okay, my idol is, let's go up on it just a hair. Oh, I see a McLaren over there. Oh, these are all, what are these? There's a McLaren over there on a 750, whatever that one is, if you can see it on that truck. You can't see it. Whoa, that's a sexy car. And a whole bunch of Maseratis. Why is there oh, is that, no, that might be a Maserati. That must be the Maserati thing. Yeah, that's not a McLaren, that's the Maserati thing. I don't know what that thing is. Little coupe. Little mini supercar, Lotus kind of thing. I would love to read comments. I would love to interact with comments. I am driving, so I can't really, there's the Maserati dealership. I couldn't really look at them anyway, but one of the shortcomings of the 360 app is that you don't get comments. Maybe that'll be a future feature, but at the moment, it's not, they don't have it. Okay, well, I had a wonderful listening. I listened to Chopin this morning. Chopin from Poland. Chopin's from Poland. And I listened to, I don't know, 5 or 6 pieces of his this morning. It was very nice. I listened to Paige McConnell's record. I hung out with my friend Michael Warren of the Dog Log, my Dog Log co-host yesterday, and I'm gonna stop and get some gasoline here. You guys can hang out while I get gasoline. I just had to switch on the. Let's say goodbye here. Okay. Now the other people who are pumping gas here are gonna think I'm crazy because I'm talking to myself. I might not even have to get off the motorcycle. So the way you do it. Please touch. No card. Appli wa nashi. This one? I don't have the appli. I don't want the appli. I don't have it. Appli shinai. Okay, wrong one. This one? I don't have it. Okay. I'm gonna pay by credit card. Oh, I do have the points thing too. Should do that. Oh, where's the point thing? There it is. Oh wait, I don't think I can do this one. Yeah. Okay. A little tricky to get gasoline. Regular, long time. To know, yeah. They don't have, you can't like leave your gas pump on. You have to hold it and attend to it the entire time. It's like a safety thing. You know how like in America you can just like flick the little thing and it just keeps it pumping the whole time? Here you can't do that. Okay. $2,000 yen to fill up 12 liters. And that'll last me about 2 weeks, a week. So it's pretty good. It's pretty economical. It's actually kind of like cheaper than the train, I think. But when you have to like repair your stuff and all of this, it gets to be, yeah, it gets to be expensive. Okay. It's hot today, but it's finally cooling down. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm just coming to some. This is Toritsu Gakugei Daigaku or something like that. And everybody be careful on this turn right here because you can easily get a ticket. I got a ticket here last time. See how it says left turn only? Right? But it's like, I just want to go right. But there's right there, but there's the Koban right there and they'll bust you. They'll bust you. 16 to 18, but I can go this way now because it's, I have to like, this road only goes from 4 o'clock to, it's pedestrians only from a certain time to a certain time. And you have to be able to read all these crazy signs. It's really tough. It's not easy. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. 40 minutes. Okay, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoy a little cruise around Tokyo. See you on the next one, yeah? All right.